And we're live.
What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the Week 8 recap, Week 9 preview, Week 8 finishing edition, I guess, because there's still another game from Week 8 tonight of the Cashin show. I'm here with the Night Ghost, Bill Rupp, and Evan Hand. Bill Rupp, let's start with you. How you doing today, my friend?
First, your microphone has reverb.
I was going to say that.
Really?
That whole intro, I think it should be done again. What's up, everybody? This is Week 8. It's Bill Rupp here with you guys. Finishing off Monday Night Football tonight. I don't want to sound like Tommy, like I'm in an elevator or in a bathroom. While Tommy gets fixed, what's up, Night Ghost?
Not much, Bill Rupp.
You're in the shadows.
As
You're
always.
in the shadows today.
I couldn't find my glasses, so I figured I'd let the shadow cover my face.
Like a true ghost.
Seems to be working out.
Exactly. Did you dress up for Halloween yesterday, Ghost?
I went as Bill Rupp, so I
Nice.
didn't leave my house.
We all saw a picture of Ghost Halloween costume from years ago for about 5 seconds in the chat. If any of you were in the chat, he was dressed up as the Joker. It was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It was amazing.
It was great. And then he instantly deleted it, and nobody screenshotted it. We
Quick.
all missed it. I was too busy tagging Tommy so he could see it. I was at FanDuel that night, and I just logged in for a second. I seen the picture. I was like, oh, my God. I quickly tagged Tommy, and by the time I went to go screenshot it, it was gone.
My favorite costume and my last costume.
Everybody missed it. Nobody screenshotted it. And, of course, Ghost will never post that again.
Nope.
Is this better?
Speak.
Is this better?
Yeah.
It's not good, right?
I don't think that's your sure.
No, it's
but
not my Shure. It's not my Shure mic.
That one sounds a lot better.
yeah, your gain. I think your gain was just a little too high on.
No, I know what it is. I have an extension that's coming out of my laptop. And when I got pissed the other night, I fucking smacked a drink and it went into the USB port.
That'll do it.
The microphone. So I think it's wet and I think it's dead. And I think I need to get another USB cable.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that probably will do it.
Yep,
Let
surely.
me see. You guys go for a minute and let me see if I have.
Every bit of Tommy's equipment is ruined. So the other day he picked up his computer and smacked it, and then he came back on Discord like a half hour later with some type of tape wrapped around the top and said, "Oh, this is great. I can put it on my chest and it doesn't close." Well, $2,000 computer breaks. Yesterday he was about to throw a glass against the wall.
You think he'd learn.
It's insane. Now his equipment's all fucked up. I mean, it's absolutely insane. A lot of trades and injuries going on today, Ghost. And Evan, what do you think about it?
I love the Von Miller trade. I put out a Rams future, I think after week 2 or 3. I think we got them plus 1,200. So I love the move. I think it's going to bolster it. You guys know how much I love Stafford and the Rams this year. And this trade's only going to help. I think after this week, after watching Kyler Murray and the Cardinals on Thursday, I think the Rams took that leap over them. I think they're the favorites. I think they're the top team in the NFC right now.
And I mean, the Rams have a star player at every position, like every depth of level on defense. You've got Aaron Donald on the D line, Von Miller as a linebacker who does both, and then obviously Jalen Ramsey in the bat. They're going to have easily the best defense in the NFL if they weren't already.
I mean, it's insane. When I saw that trade, and they're paying $9 million of his $9.7 million salary left for this year.
The Broncos are.
Yeah, what are you just handing it to him? I mean, like a couple picks next year or 2 years. I mean, it's crazy. That was crazy.
The verbiage of the trade was weird. Is it 2 second-round picks or 2 picks for next year?
They said second day.
Second day. That's what it was. So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why they wouldn't just say like second round or.
Yeah.
It made it very confusing.
Yeah, I saw that too. I took it as second round, but I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
And the injury, huge injury to probably the best running back in football.
Mm-hmm.
You guys think of that?
Derrick Henry, you know what? I don't think the Titans are going to go anywhere, even if he was healthy. I'm not a big Titans fan. I think they're a mediocre team at best. I don't think the Colts are that great. I think they played down to the Colts level yesterday.
I mean, the Titans are a run-first team, obviously, when you have Derrick Henry in your backfield. So, I mean, Tannehill's not bad. Once he got away from Gase, like, he definitely progressed and stuff. But, man, without the best running back in the NFL, I don't think they're going to – they won't even make the playoffs, in my opinion.
I mean, I think that was a huge blow. It seems that he got hurt in the first quarter, and then he played through the injury, and now all of a sudden he's getting surgery. It went from like he might be out next week early this morning to might be out for the season, and now he's getting season-ending surgery. So, I mean, for him to run with that big-ass body the rest of the game, I mean, I give him credit for that because that injury probably got worse, which
Probably more than that.
you know, not good, but still to finish that game was crazy. It was a good game too. Great game. Came down to overtime. It was probably one of the best games of the week. You know, I wish we could have that type of game on like Thursday night or Monday night. Tonight's game should be a lot of scoring. That's what I'm hoping.
No, hold on. Don't go to tonight's game.
They said they brought Adrian Peterson in for a workout.
Yes, Adrian Peterson was brought in for a warm-up. I mean, I don't think he has much in those legs anymore.
He's going to turn into dust.
I mean,
So they're making a trade with the Ravens with that backfield.
well, so they also said Tampa Bay for Jones, I heard, but Tampa Bay said they want like the world for him. So I don't think that's going to be an avenue that they're going to go, but they're going to have to make a trade. The trade deadline's coming up soon, right? I think it's in like
Tomorrow.
Yeah, the end tomorrow. Yeah, election day.
No Julio last game. Who knows what his status is going to be?
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you're better.
All right, I tried a new chord. Let's see how long this holds up. I think it might be the fucking other thing. We'll try this for now. If not, I'll go back on the regular system. So you guys talked about Von Miller?
Von Miller and Henry's injury.
Yeah, so Von Miller just basically makes the Rams the favorite to win the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I was all over the Saints this week. I told you guys I was all over the Saints this week. Saints won without a fucking quarterback. I thought that was the easiest bet of the week with Jameis. Jameis was about to go fucking batshit crazy. He was our number one play for DFS. Our DFS side smashed this week. My write-up was pretty much dead on, and Jameis was my linchpin. I would have won thousands and thousands of dollars this week if he stays healthy. 60 passing yards, a touchdown, and 40 rushing yards in the first quarter alone when they didn't even receive. They didn't even get the ball first. So they had extra possession coming in the second half, and he got hurt at the beginning of a possession starting at their 20. So that was unfortunate. Luckily, the Saints came out with the win anyway, but I think this puts the Rams as the heavy favorite. Ghost, I know you like the Rams coming into the season. Me and you were huge Stafford guys coming into the season. You can't stop this defense. They're too deep everywhere. There's no holes.
It's only getting better every week.
Yeah, there's no holes. There's no holes. You got a shutdown corner. You got the best defensive lineman, the best linebacker, and the best corner right now. Literally, you could argue that fucking they have the best player at the linebacker, and secondary. Like, how does one defense get the best player at those positions with depth?
Almost like you were listening to Cashin.
Yeah.
No, I was in the fucking bedroom.
I said that almost verbatim.
Attaboy, Evan. That's it. That's why
I'm
bring on great talent. You guys don't need me here. So yeah, I love that. Derrick Henry injury pisses me off personally because this is how much I pay attention to my seasonal league. I got a text from Ed saying your roster's illegal. You need to add a player. And I actually needed to add 2 players. So I was going to add someone who I thought would be, someone could get hurt. And it was deciding between Ahmed from Miami and McNichols from Tennessee. And I'm like, Henry will never get fucking hurt for the year. So I added Ahmed because he's already building a role and could have got the best waiver wire guy for free this week. So prepare to dump your whole entire FAD budget. I'm sure you guys talked about AP coming in to be worked out. Bill, you think there's anything in that tank? I do.
No, I just said I think his legs are done. I don't think it's going to be more than a Band-Aid. And like Evan said, they concentrate on the run. Their whole offense is the run. Julio Jones is finished. He's maybe a 500-yard receiver now with maybe a couple touchdowns at the best. So, yeah, they need a strong back. And like I was saying, Tampa Bay said that they wanted the world for Jones. So I don't think he's going anywhere. They're going to have to make a trade for somebody.
It'll be
like
easy.
Kevin said, trade deadlines tomorrow. Election day. Live in New Jersey. Go out and vote. Don't care if you vote for the governor or vote for Proposition 1 and 2 so we can bet on New Jersey sports, college sports. Let's go.
I think
Bill's dying to bet on records.
I think A.J. Dillon from the Packers and Alexander Mattison both deserve starting roles in an NFL offense.
Yeah, those teams won't get rid of them, though.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
You're not getting those guys right now. Listen, the bottom line is running backs don't matter in the NFL. That's the big
I'd
thing.
go to Cowboys and say, what do you want for Pollard?
No, they're not. They don't need anyone like that, and they're not going to get anyone like that. None of
One
these
running
teams
back-
in contention are going to give them up.
One running back I was excited to see was Michael Carter this week.
Yeah, and we'll talk about him in a second when we do the recap. But you don't need a running back. If you have a good line, the running back doesn't matter. Look at the Bears. David Montgomery goes down. Damon Williams steps in, and it's fucking balling out of control. He goes down. Now Herbert's 100 yards a game back. Look at the fucking Niners. They've had 19 different running backs step in there. Fucking now Elijah Mitchell is rushing for 130 yards a game. None of you even knew who the fuck he was 4 weeks ago. And look at fucking Cleveland Browns, who has one of the best offensive lines in football. Fucking Kareem Hunt goes in there, balls out of control when he was out of the NFL. Nick Chubb's running out of control. He misses the game. Dearness Johnson comes in, rushes for 150 yards. It doesn't matter. The running back doesn't matter. So it's your line matters. Now, hold on. Derrick Henry matters, right? There's certain running backs that matter. Yes. So I agree. This is a huge hit for Tennessee, no matter who they get. There's a bunch of running backs. Dalvin Cook. Even Dalvin Cook, you could argue Madison does the same thing. Ezekiel Elliott, Pollard does the same thing.
Aaron Jones.
Henry's one of a kind. What's that?
Aaron Jones.
Right. Henry's one of a kind. So my point is, it doesn't matter if it's Adrian Peterson, some fifth-round rookie, McNichols, or fucking Ronald Jones. Whoever takes the place of Derrick Henry is pretty much going to give you the same exact value as the other guy that they bring in. It's not Derrick Henry. That's all that matters, but their running game will be fine if their line blocks. That's what it comes down to. Bill?
Henry is the best running back in football.
Right, he's gone.
I saw yesterday how his yards per carry after the hit
He's
was
gone.
number one in the NFL. Listen, I think their team's done now. They're finished.
I'm not arguing that Henry kills the team. I'm arguing that whoever comes in his place doesn't matter.
Yeah, because they're done.
They're not done.
Not that you can just put anybody in that spot. No.
In certain
Right.
spots,
I mean,
you can.
Certain teams, certain spots, yes, I agree. But not that.
There's one team to go to for a running back, and it's to go right to the Houston Texans. They still have fucking Burkhead, Lindsey, and David Johnson there after getting rid of Ingram. The reason, in my opinion, before the season, I think I even said it in my draft guide, the reason why the Houston Texans walked into the year with a team that was supposed to have 3 wins with 4 veteran good running backs was for exactly this, to unload them piece by piece as teams lose them. So if I'm the Titans, I walk in there right now and I will take any one of those 3 backs. I'd prefer Lindsey, but I would take any one of Burkhead, Lindsey, and David Johnson. The Texans don't need them. Go get a draft pick for them, and then bang, you have at least a viable figure.
Like the
I'd
Miami
rather-
Marlins.
David Johnson's probably the best because the other guys are kind of hurt bags.
I think Lindsey's the best.
Yeah, he's injury prone a lot
Too
too.
bad Ingram got traded a week before. He could have been the top guy.
Yeah, Ingram would be on the Titans right now. Yeah, probably. So, it also comes down to system. You got to learn the whole playbook. You got to know the system. That's the reason why you see guys tend to go back to teams they're familiar with, like Ingram, because it's a plug and play situation, right? Compared to going to a team where you don't know the playbook. But they'll go get someone. It won't be anyone we expect. Everyone will spend $100 of their fab money, of their $150 on McNichols this week, and then they'll find out in 2 weeks he's splitting carries with David Johnson or someone like that, or Adrian Peterson or some shit. Jordan Howard. I picked up Jordan Howard Sunday morning. We played his touchdown prop plus 470 yesterday.
Wow.
Walks in off the street, 12 carries, fucking 2 touchdowns. It doesn't take much. Just fucking put anyone in there. Calvin Ridley is the thing I want to talk about for a minute. And again, we don't have a World Series game tonight. We have some NBA, NHL, and Monday Night Football. We're going to bring Healy in a minute. But I think we need to spend a minute on this Ridley thing, as me and Bill have just been screaming on the Discord about this for a while. Bill, fill him in on what Calvin Ridley's doing right now.
Well, he called out. He didn't go to England to play the game, and it just said he had personal issues, family issues. So no one really knew what it was. And then he came back and he played, and then all of a sudden An hour before game time, they said he had personal issues again. So no one knew what it was. And then they finally said that he is stepping away from football to deal with mental health issues, which we all have not everybody should say that. We all have issues. Some people have mental health issues. But the guy working at McDonald's can't step away from McDonald's to deal with his mental health issues. Calvin Ridley is fucking a millionaire. So he can step away. And the point where I was pissed is yesterday, Channel 5, Fox, sat there at the end, and they both told us to feel sorry for poor Calvin Ridley. Feel sorry for poor Calvin. Everyone's got fucking problems. A poor one, he's a millionaire. He can't go and play football for 3 hours. Come on, bro. This is ridiculous.
I'm going to jump in, but I want to.
I am dying to find out if he's getting paid. Someone, please let me know. I need to know a source. I need to see it on my own if he's getting paid. I have to find out.
I want to jump in on this, but I'm going to let the man in the shadows jump in first because I know I want a counterpoint instead of a fucking pile-on. So, Night Ghost, here's your chance to virtue signal.
Not a virtue signal. The only thing I could say is there are many instances where people use mental health as an excuse, but there are many instances like Carey Price's situation where people jump down their throats before you even know what the situation is. I'm not going to sit here and defend Calvin Ridley, but I'm not going to sit here and attack it until I know the specifics of why he's stepping away and what actually is going on. I'm going to let him go and do what he has to do. And when he comes back, when we find out what the reason is, that's when you can put your input into it. That's all I'm going to say.
No.
Go ahead.
No, because listen, here's the difference. So
listen, you guys ripped apart Osaka. You know what? Go for it. That was
yes.
But
Naomi Osaka excused, Simone Biles excused, Antonio Brown mental health excused, Terrell Owens mental health excused, Ochocinco mental health excused. I mean, you go through the fucking list of every fuck up in the history of sports or someone who just couldn't handle the pressure. The bottom line is this: for this mental health bullshit. Now, I believe that mental health is a real thing. Why? Because I battle it every day. And so do you, Ghost. And so do you, Bill. We're three of the most mentally fucked up people. What?
And we all show up to work the next day.
Right. We all battle it. I mean, you want to talk about PTSD? Go to prison and get locked in a fucking hole with no light, full of darkness for 60 days in the prime of your fucking life, and fucking walk out and be in prison for 2 years and have your dad leave you when you're little and have a drug problem when you're younger and have all types of anxiety and depression. We've all been fucking through it. We've all been fucking through it. Mental health is not a new thing. Mental health just started getting diagnosed. People didn't just start having mental health problems in the last 8 years. People have had mental health, depression, anxiety, bipolar, all this shit for 108 years. The difference is for the first 100 years, we sacked the fuck up and went to work and we fought through it. Now everyone just quits whatever they're fucking doing, waves the fucking mental health flag, and everyone wants to go suck their fucking dick. Dude, if you know you have a mental health problem, then you shouldn't have fucking played this season. You should have fucking in the off season, like Carey Price did, said, hey, I'm stepping away. I'm not going to go here this season. I got a lot of shit to deal with. I don't expect to get paid. I want to give you guys a heads up. I apologize this, but I need to do what's best for me. Okay? You don't fucking play the first 7 weeks of the season and then fucking tell your team an hour before the game when they can't prepare for it. I mean, these are things that you just don't responsibly do. If Night Ghost came to me, fucking NHL Stanley Cup night, when all our subscribers are looking for bets, and they're sitting there going, let's go, Game 7 of the Stanley Cup, Night Ghost is and 5 minutes or an hour before the Stanley Cup goes, I'm dealing with mental health issues. I can't give bets tonight. I'd light him the fuck on fire. If he told me fucking days before, Tommy, listen, I know the Stanley Cup's starting. I'm going through some shit right now, dude. I'm going to put some bets out for tonight, but let me give them some notice that like I may not be around. I'm going to try and get all my work done today. I'm going to go very light on my bets for the week. And if I feel a little better, I'll do it, but I'm not in the mindset. Different story. You don't tell your fucking team an hour before. You don't quit on your fucking team in the middle of the fucking season. Sack the fuck up. If you got a mental health issue, you've probably been dealing with it for years, not days, because if you've only been dealing with it for weeks, then you ain't got shit. You're just a baby. So you've learned to deal with it and overcome with it for the last fucking 10 years. You can overcome it for another few hours and another few weeks of the NFL. I'm fucking done with it, bro. I'm absolutely fucking done with it. Fucking done with these little baby bitches. Fucking backing out of everything, quitting everything, and then crying.
$11 million baby.
We deal with it with our own people, our own friends. So you don't know what I'm going through. My life's so hard, so busy. Like, you know what the fuck everyone else in the world is going through. Listen, I'm not disagreeing with anything you said. I'm on board with it. I'm just curious to know what their actual reasons are before I'm gonna personally attack it. But you're right.
I'm not because fucking my team, and we can't even compare it to 4 deep. Because there's tons of us here who could take the place of whoever misses. If I'm gone for a fucking week, you guys could just pick up the slack. And that team, there's one superstar wide receiver on that team outside of maybe Pitts. You are affecting other people's livelihoods. You are affecting your fans. You're affecting tens of thousands of people who showed up for the game. And you're honestly just I don't care. You're a fucking bitch. That's the bottom line. You're a little bitch. Fight through it for another day.
Do it after the game.
Yeah, do it after the season. I mean, literally. The funniest thing is that they say they need to take off football that day for mental health reasons. Guess what? One of the first things, because I went to counseling because you had to when you were on probation. They forced you to. And one of the first things they told me to do when I was kind of going through it and fucking, anxiety, depression and all that when I got out was join a softball league. Like, go play darts at the bar. Like, go get out. Go see Literally, football is an escape from that shit. When people's family members die, the first thing they say is, I'm going to go play today because I need to get away from my own head. Not playing in the game. The game is the escape. That's what psychiatrists tell you to do. Go outside and play fucking baseball. Get your mind off shit. Like, what the fuck? I don't fucking get it, dude. I don't fucking understand it. I don't fucking get it. I think he's just having a bad year. Someone in the chat just said he misses Julio. Taking the double coverage away. I mean, listen, it could be. He's having a bad year. So he's fucking a little bitch. Didn't have any mental health issues when he was fucking breaking slates for the last 2 years. All of a sudden, he kind of sucks. And now all of a sudden, everyone's fucking got mental health issues. Same thing as Naomi Osaka. Didn't have any mental health issues when she was winning championships. Fucking loses a couple majors, gets embarrassed a little bit, and all of a sudden, she's got mental problems. Simone Biles didn't have any mental health issues for fucking decade when she was running through the Olympics. Fucking falls on a balance beam and all of a sudden she's got mental health issues. Just amazing how that happens.
And that's one issue that I'm having too, is people claiming mental health issues. Being depressed, being upset, going through a death, it's not a mental health issue. That's life. It's life.
Yeah. And I love when people say that, it could be something major we aren't aware of. No, don't care. Don't fucking care, bro. I don't fucking care. You guys are too young to understand this.
Our debate.
You guys are too young to understand this. Our grandparents, our parents, and most of us over 40 all had something going on that no one understood and it was too big for people to understand. And we still showed up for fucking work. That's the difference. There probably is something bigger. Show the fuck up for work. End of story. Show the fuck up for work. Deal with it. Be a fucking man, Bill.
I mean, supposedly I'm reading the Falcons coach was kind of pissed. He didn't find out that Ridley wasn't playing because Ridley didn't even show up. So I guess he said, well, I guess when I saw you didn't show up, we put him on the inactive list. Then he didn't know it was anything until Calvin Ridley put out that tweet on social media that it was for mental health. So the Falcons didn't even know that he wasn't showing up yesterday. He just didn't show up for work, number one. And then said later that it was mental health issues. And according to the Falcons coach, again, he just didn't show up for the plane ride, which he said that he was going to come. He told a few days before that he wasn't going to play, but he was supposed to come with the team and just didn't show up.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to make this prediction. Evan, mark this time down right now.
You got it.
This is Monday, November 1st at 2:30 p.m. Within 6 months, a Calvin Ridley rape investigation will come out. You will find out that there is something that he knows is about to come out. And that's what this is all about. So give it 6 months and we're going to find something going on regarding something drastic with Calvin Ridley that has nothing to do with bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression, that there's some shit going on that he did that's about to leak. That's my
coach said that he was at practice Friday, and we assumed who's ever at practice Friday was playing. And at Sunday morning, he just didn't show up. So he didn't tell anyone. He didn't call anyone. He just said, the past few weeks have been very challenging. And as much as I'd like to be on the field ongoing with my teammates, I need to step away from football. And this is time to focus on my mental health well-being.
And that's what pisses me off the most.
Crazy.
That's what pisses me off. People like you, people like myself, Bill, yourself, they don't know what actual mental health issues really are. And just the way that this has come out in the public, the way that this has become a new thing, this is their crutch, this is their go-to. And it's a fucking insult. And it's a slap in the face to people who've actually been through real things, traumatizing things, PTSD things that they deal with on a daily basis. For these people to go out and fucking use mental health as an issue because they're too afraid and too sad to deal with whatever they're going through.
Well, today's November 1st, so rent's due November 1st. So the guy who works for UPS and McDonald's and fucking everywhere else, 7-Eleven and everything, he doesn't show up today. He doesn't get paid, and he can't pay the rent. Ridley should hand back his guaranteed check that he signed an extension on.
Yeah, you don't get your money
3 months ago. No, that's guaranteed
time.
Damn
sure.
That's
I know. That's why.
Ridiculous.
Yep. That's the whole thing. Once they get their money, you ever notice that? They always have their mental.
He just signed, I found out in May, a guarantee to his extension for guaranteed money. So
Listen, I went through it when I was in California, and it was a situation where when I was younger and didn't have a lot of money, I didn't really come into like money until California when I moved out there and started making, hundreds and hundreds of thousands. I was making good money, but that's when I started making like, buy an $80,000 car money. Right. And that's when I fucking started getting lazy with my job when I would get depressed or anxious or have any PTSD or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Right. It was after I knew I was financially fine. Before I was financially fine, I used to go through the same shit, but used to fucking begrudgingly fucking grind my way in the snow to my office and fucking do my job because I needed to pay my rent. Once these guys get paid, that's when everyone wants to feel bad for him, bro. Dude, give all your money back to the team.
He didn't do this in college when he wasn't guaranteed money. He didn't do this last year when it was guaranteed money. He signed a guaranteed deal for guaranteed money in May. So now all of a sudden that he's got guaranteed. Listen, I mean, it goes.
It's honestly, it's robbery.
A lot of people do the same things. Cops, firemen, until you're vested into the pension. Once you're vested, you can fuck up and do whatever you want. My mother was a teacher for 30 years. After she's, she gets into the thing and she's vested or whatever, and she gets tenure, people start to slack off, do whatever. Everyone does it on their jobs. Certain positions when you get higher, but to just leave your team and do that,
but take the money.
Hand the money back to the Falcons if this is such a deal.
Yeah.
But no, you got a baby and he just got married. So listen.
Yeah, guess what? Yeah, that'll really fuck with your mental health when you all of a sudden get married and have a baby and have a bad season. And now you're going to claim fucking depression because fucking that the social justice warriors will all run and tell us all to suck your dick. That's the problem with society. If you knew what, and I'm talking about you guys in the chat too, not just talking about me and Ghost and Evan and Bill. If you got to look into any one of our heads and any one of our lives in a given day, it's fucking dark in a lot of places all the time for all of us, for everyone, right? Maybe like Luke Hoffman and Trevor, right? Like just float around and are happy all the time. The rest of us fucking, it's not fucking fun up here for most of us. And we fight through it. So I'm done with this shit. I'm done with these overpaid fucking diva bitches getting their fucking paychecks. And it's not even that they step away. It's that the media then tells us we need to suck their dick. That's the fucking thing that fucking bothers me the most.
It's just society nowadays with everything. That's just.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's garbage. And then you got Kaepernick. I'll do one more thing before we bring in Healy. We'll get to the free bets, guys. The free bets will take 20 minutes, so we'll get to it. The Kaepernick thing. Did you guys see this? If you go to Gary Sheffield Jr.'s Twitter. I didn't watch the Kaepernick documentary because, I'm not into watching something that's 100% lies, which I'm sure that whole fucking thing is. But there's a scene comparing NFL players to slavery, and he shows the slaves being walked in chains and the players being walked in the combine, and the slaves being put up like this and measuring their bodies, and the combine players measuring their length, and they do it they're doing a thing to show that the NFL is slavery owned by the white man. I'm wondering why he didn't put the NHL combine in there. Why didn't you show all the white players coming out doing the same thing in the NFL? Why didn't you show all the European soccer leagues doing the same thing? Why you're literally trying to compare the NFL to slavery? Like, are we fucking serious here? That these dudes, dude, God forbid there was a fucking one of these people's great grandfathers was alive who was actually a slave and looks at fucking LeBron James and fucking Calvin Ridley and these guys. They'd punch you dead in the fucking mouth for making that comparison. Like, is this real life? Like, what simulation are we in right now?
That's what society, social media, and like we're talking about, we're praising people with mental health is doing. They're glorifying everything, and that's why I don't watch the news. That's why I won't waste my time. That's why I won't even comment on this shit. It means nothing. Not going to do it.
I said it, and everybody's going crazy. I said it on Rubbing Rackets on Friday when they brought up that stupid thing about the arm barn. It can't be called the bullpen, Peter said, anymore, because the bullpen is where they go to get slaughtered. What the fuck? So now they want to call it the arm barn?
I mean, Bill, you know, you're starting to see why I went batshit during COVID last year.
Most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, like I said, my batshit crazy conspiracy stuff from a year or two ago was because a lot of us were seeing this stuff coming beforehand, before it actually came. Now it's all coming to light, and you're just saying this world is just fucking fucked, dude. Imagine comparing being an NFL football player to being a slave. Imagine making those comparisons, like the disrespect of that whole situation and the total lack of knowledge of what went on.
The first time they told them to stop calling them owners.
Yeah, well, that's a different thing. Like saying though that it's slavery. The NFL is slavery.
Well, that's why they wanted them to stop calling them owners.
I mean, dude, I can't with this fucking world. It's a fucking disaster. Bring me Healy. It's fucking crazy.
So Tommy, I just saw on the NBA. So this just in, the Nets' chances of winning the NBA title without Kyrie Irving by the BPI is 5.9% chance, sixth best in the NBA. But when you go to FanDuel, they're still plus 250. So and the favorite by far,
by double.
The next is the LA, the Lakers plus 500. What does someone know that nobody else knows?
I've been saying this the whole time, right? Someone knows something in that number.
I mean, Healy, you watch NBA. Sorry, Ghost. Healy, you watch NBA every day. Do the Nets look like they're an NBA final champion?
No, absolutely not.
Well, let me ask you this before you even comment on that. How much of that number has to do with probably New York being one of the biggest markets in the country, them getting hammered by the market and just driving the number down?
Well, it said specifically without Kyrie Irving. So with Kyrie Irving, obviously they'd be the favorite, but without Irving, they're 5.9%, sixth best in the league. Which I don't even think they're that at the moment. They're not even a playoff team right now.
No, I'm not saying I disagree.
No, I know what you're saying, Ghost. Saying that there's just so many people pounding the New York.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but it can't be now. That would have changed already.
Honestly, the one thing I'll say is I guarantee you have more New York Knicks championship money at FanDuel than you do Brooklyn Nets.
Nobody's betting the Nets right now at 250. No one. I mean,
did number one take on when the sportsbook opened in New Jersey a few years ago? The number one bet made on futures was the New York Jets and Giants to win the Super Bowl. Like when they were like the New York fans, it's the Knicks.
Well, we got the new Tom Brady now.
Yeah, it's the Knicks. If
the Nets were the sixth best, they'd be plus 1,300 or plus 1,200 on the line. If the Nets were plus 1,200 right now, I would take it. But I'm not taking them at plus 250.
Yeah. How about Healy? We'll jump to NBA for 1 second and then we'll go back to it. How about my sixth man of the year award I put in for one unit plus 1,100. I gave it away on this show on Stay Cashin for Tyler Hero, Tommy G's boy. I've loved this motherfucker for a couple years now and talked about him nonstop. Plus 1,100. He's down to plus 250 for sixth man of the year in just fucking a week and a half.
Yeah, he looks incredible. I think, we were kind of chopping it up the night before in the Discord. We were going through all those awards, and that was a fantastic play by you for sure. He's coming in and just absolutely dominating, and that team is so deep. They look really good right now.
Yeah, and we'll talk about NBA in a second. You could still go in there and get fucking the Heat at like plus 1,200 They're below the Warriors, below the Nets, below a lot of these teams that I think they're far better than already. But Healy, do you have any take on any of the stuff we just talked about before we go into the recap?
No, not much. I mean, you touched on the Henry thing. The Titans are done. That's a run first team, and the speculation on Adrian Peterson. I think he's a James Conner at best role for the Cardinals. He might be able to do something in the red zone, around the goal line, but I don't see him carrying 20 plus times a game like Henry did. Von Miller, just elite trade there for the Rams. I couldn't agree more with everyone how stacked that defense is now. And Calvin Ridley, I'm more on the fence with Ghost. I'll just kind of take the wait and see as far as what the reasoning behind it was. We'll see if Tommy's right here in a couple months.
Yeah, we shall see. All right, week 8 recap, Haley. What'd you think of this week? I thought we were on a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit right, especially from a DFS perspective, for sure. What'd you think?
Yeah, so it was a pretty good week. Michael Carter, I know both you and I were on that one. We kind of flushed that out during the roundtable, and that was kind of a key play to all DFS lineups this week. There wasn't a ton of value, especially at the running back position, and he absolutely went off. He looked really good. I think it was a really good week. I actually personally didn't get to watch too much NFL this weekend, more just catching highlights and stuff like that. But overall, it was a pretty good week for me.
Yeah, it's I know Ghost and me liked him before the season, Michael Carter. Me and you were raving about him for this week, coming off 9 targets, 9 catches. And then me and Bill in the fucking chat, I mean, I saw Michael Carter catch that 18 yards on the first drive receiving. His receiving prop was 24.5. I put it out as a max bet. We actually did 2. It's the first time ever, I think. 2 double max bets live on one player. Just because we didn't want to get in the habit like we did last week of catching something early and chasing it little by little and then having it run out on us. So right when I saw at the beginning, I went in double max over 35.5. And then he caught another pass and we said double max over 48.5. So we actually won 25 units on fucking Michael Carter live. And then followed it up the next game. I gave it out for free on Twitter with Godwin, who was at 57.5. I went out on Twitter. I said, go slam the Godwin over. It's 98.5 at halftime and they're down 13. Caught a 45-yard pass the next play and fucking cashed that. So we have been killing these live bets. I mean, if you guys are there, it's an easy thing to do when you see something that's breaking the algorithm early in the games. But yeah, overall, the weekend was good. I would have probably won about $20,000 in DFS this weekend if Jameis doesn't get hurt. Min cashed with no quarterback, and I had Callaway, who was paired with him, who Jameis getting hurt killed Callaway too. So literally had Michael Carter, had Elijah Mitchell, had Henderson, had Godwin on every lineup. Hit it right. Just them's the breaks, as they say. So any takeaways from this weekend, Healy? Anything you saw this weekend that we need to make sure to keep an eye on going forward? Or is Jordan Howard going to have a role in Philly? I mean,
so that was like conversation actually I was having yesterday with some buddies, and because Miles Sanders is going to come back, like who's going to be the odd man out? They're not going to keep 4 running backs, and the way they kind of mapped it out yesterday, it's probably going to be Gainwell. Like he might have just worked himself out of a role, like unfortunately. And I think they keep Howard around for that, that just the pure goal line work. And Boston Scott, we saw what he did last year. Like he's effective when he gets in there. He's versatile. He can run. He can pass catch. So I think he would be the guy they keep, and Gainwell is going to get the short straw, in my opinion.
Yep. Ghost, any takeaways from this weekend?
No, we did well with the Bills and the Rams. That Rams game went exactly as I expected. Another winning week. Kept it simple this week. So aim small, miss small, did well overall. I'm curious to see how the Jets play out next week. The Bengals were a miserable survivor pick. That was the only downfall. Anybody who did have them, but
I don't think it was a miserable pick. I think it's just one of those survivor apocalypse plays, I mean, it literally fucking, dude, my survivor pool is down to 38 people after that. Like I had Cincinnati on one of my teams. I had Bills as my main one. So, but my second team, Scott, but I'll sacrifice 60% of the field for one of my teams for sure. Yeah.
So one Bills, one Bengals. So that's what you hope for.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's why I stay alive. Bills were my first one. Bill, what about your takes away from this weekend before we go into tonight's game?
I've noticed 2 quarterback rushing props. One I hit, the other one I noticed during the game. got to sign up to find out what they are. I'm hitting them every week. These teams can't stop the run against the quarterback. I found the trend yesterday, and one we hit last night. So join 4dbets.com. Get in on it because these are guaranteed winners every single week.
Yeah, there's really no excuse to not be in now. A lot of people were coming on Twitter and speaking to me on Instagram, in the Instagram DMs through the house account, not my account, but the 4D Bets account, and saying, I want to try it for less money. I don't want to get in for, $100 or $200. How do I try it? That's what we had that. We even dropped it again. We made a $19 and $14 pass for DFS and for betting. So literally, if you're not, you shouldn't even be watching this show if you're not willing to spend $19. If you follow us on Twitter, I mean, just Saturday alone, I hit fucking a plus 1,400, plus 1,400, plus 1,000, and plus 1,000, on mixed sports parlays. Fucking Night Ghost destroys the NHL and went on like a 25-0 fucking run just a month ago. Brian Healy's probably the most consistent betting handicapper that I've ever seen in my life. And Bill Rupp just fucking smashes live bets fucking left and right all over and is a great handicapper on top of that. And we have Constantino and all these other guys. Like for $19, you got to get in here and try it for 3 days. If you get in the Discord and try it, you ain't fucking going anywhere. This is the best site around. Not even close.
We give out bets for other places. We're Monkey Knife Fight. Sign up for that too. We killed that all weekend by far. We hit the contest. My pick that it came out, 3 touchdowns, 3 different players hit the contest.
How Diggs do this week?
Diggs did get a touchdown. Oh, only 2 on the year. This was his 3rd one. I said it in the chat right when it happened. I said, "Oh, Ghost was right."
Breaking news.
I didn't need him. Oh, go ahead.
Breaking news: the Titans just signed Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I wish they would have signed him tomorrow so that all the idiots could have gone and dumped their whole fab on fucking McNichols tonight or tomorrow. I wish they would have waited a day or two, but yeah, I think AP is going to be valid, dude. I really do. I think he's going to be viable. We just watched Jordan Howard walk in and get 12 carries, 2 touchdowns, fucking right off the street. I think you could see the same thing from AP. Don't think it'll be great, but he'll be viable and seasonal as a plug-in flex too. Go on, Bill.
Yeah, Monkey Knife Fight, we're absolutely killing it. We're giving picks. We won the contest yesterday. I think we won 3 or 4 yesterday. Mike's been killing it in MMA. Baseball we killed. So now we have, we have the whole rest of the football season. So get in on it. Join what we have. Sign up. You're not only
guys, you know what's coming. You know what's coming, right?
What's that?
College basketball.
Yeah. So sign up.
That's coming. So yeah, we are rocking.
My favorite team. Get my team Gonzaga, who's going to dominate Villanova this year.
The funny thing is every site's good at football or bad at football. It's fucking football, right? I mean, we don't make our money here in NFL. We do NFL because that's what everyone wants. We make our money in baseball, hockey, basketball, props, MMA, fucking all the second college basketball. That's where we make
nobody's sitting on the Discord with you from 1 o'clock till 1:30 in the morning giving you live bets like we did all day yesterday.
We find, dude.
And every Sunday.
I mean, dude, look at little things like fucking, the Tyler Hero prop or some future that fucking Ghost will give out or some weird play like Bane that fucking Healy will pull out of his ass that no one even knows who the fucking guy is 3 weeks ago. Like we find edges that other places don't put the time in to do.
When I was cash out Monday, I was so excited that I made all that money on the Jets running back. I cashed out last night. I went to FanDuel at 9 o'clock last night and cashed out my $4,500. So thank you, FanDuel, and thank you, Jets.
Yeah, and honestly, the night games didn't even go well for me last night, personally, but won 60 units on Saturday. So don't care. I was free rolling yesterday, so wasn't a bad situation. Let's get to tonight's game. What's up?
No, just take care of that chat.
I got it.
All right. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're spamming. I took care of it.
Webcam, Bill. 18 plus stream.
I was about to sign up.
Dude, you just fucked Bill, Evan. He was just going to go fucking sign up.
I'll give you the link when we're done.
All right. Good.
Oh, that's great. So tonight's game, we're probably going to be a little bit at odds here on this game, but let me guess. You guys think it's another bounce back game for the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
My play is going to be very different. One I've never played before, so I'll get.
No, actually, we spoke about it before. I think the Giants could win, but you know, I'm not going to pick a side in this game. Not going to
leave it open-ended.
Yeah, I'm going to be like you, OE, and
going to leave it open-ended.
Say, you know, I don't know. I really don't know. I have no clue. I'm just going to. Why play this side on this game? There's really no need to. There's a million other bets to take.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, do you want to give one of your bets?
I mean, I have a few, but
give them one here. They're
the
tuning
one
in.
that's going to go right back to the well. Going to go right back to them again. They keep putting it at around the same number. Mahomes, 21.5 rushing yards. Cash it. I mean, the guy's going to need to run. He's not Mahomes from last year. He needs to run now. So he knows that. They know it. 21.5 yards, FanDuel. I'll take it.
All right. Yep. That's been literally the easiest prop in the fucking world. Nonstop every week, because I think Vegas hasn't factored in the fact that this dude has no offensive line. So he's got to run for his life. 45, 26, 61, 31, and 35 his last 5 games, and this one's on prime time. So you know I'm all in the Mahomes rushing prop. Healy, what are you looking at for tonight?
Yeah, I think both quarterback rushing props are probably viable tonight if you're looking there. But for me, one that jumped out, Devontae Booker, over 70.5 rushing plus receiving yards in this one. So, you know, he's going to continue to be the feature back here. Barkley's close, so this might be his last kind of hurrah as the workhorse back. He's been right between 16 and 20 touches pretty much in every start. Enemy backs, they've essentially gone for 140. They've averaged 140 all-purpose yards against the Chiefs this season, and you know he's game script proof. He's going to be the back, whether he's catching balls out of the backfield, and the way you want to attack. You know, primarily the Chiefs' defense not good by any means, but you want to attack them up the middle, the tight ends, the slot, the running backs out of the backfield. So I think it's a good spot for Booker here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that 100%. Ghost.
I'm going to be on Daniel Jones' 34.5 passing attempts tonight. I think this is a game where not necessarily the Giants are going to lose or win. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game. I think the Giants are going to have to keep up with the game flow if KC does bounce back the way that people narrate that they will. And in games where the Chiefs aren't giving up a lot of rushing attempts, they're blowing through these passing attempt totals. And Jones has been doing it himself all season. I think there was 1 or 2 games where he didn't do it, the one game where he got hurt. And last week he had 33, but they were up 25-3 in that game. So the attempts didn't really need to be there in the latter part of the game. I think this is a prop that he goes over, and he goes over pretty significantly. And they're not as much as a rushing team. They average maybe 19, 20 rushes a game, which is matching up with the Chiefs' passing attempts to opposing quarterbacks. So anytime a team rushes for less than 20 times against them, they're blowing through that passing attempt total. I think this fits here as well.
Yeah, I like it. I like all of them. Bill's rushing prop on Mahomes, I'm on. Healy took 2 things out of my mouth, which was I have Booker receiving over 13.5, but I love both. I think he gets both. I mean, I just think that's not even a question. And then the Jones rushing over 21.5. I mean, that's both these guys should run around like crazy tonight. So I think some same game parlays are a brewing. I'll give you my play, which is Kadarius Toney over 48.5. It's available on DraftKings. Unfortunately, I'm the biggest Kadarius Toney fan in the world, I think. I've made a shit ton of money on him, both the games that he started. That 189-yard game was one of the first of the year where we just said, hit it again, hit it again, hit it again, hit it again, hit it again. It was like a 40-unit fucking game from him. And then in week 6, Kadarius Toney in the same game parlay, I needed 50 yards out of him. He got 3 for 36 on the first drive and then hurt his ankle. Monster parlay that cost. Ghost knows about that one. I'm going right back to the well. The only injury here is that he gets hurt. That's the only risk. If he doesn't play, your bet's void. I think he's playing. He's trending towards it, and books are starting to put his props up. So he's not up on every book. He's up on DraftKings. So Kadarius Toney, 48.5. That dude's this dude is literally going to be 80 yards a game 90 yards a game going forward. He's that fucking good and dynamic. So every time he's under 50, I'm going to fucking slam it. So as long as he doesn't get hurt, Kadarius Toney's going for way over 48 yards today against that Chiefs defense. So slam that. Let's move over to NBA. Healy, what are you looking at for NBA tonight?
NBA. Interesting. We got some news earlier today. 2 key injuries, which kind of put me on 2 plays that I've already posted on the site. The first one, Tobias Harris over 21.5 points. So Joel Embiid is going to be out for rest tonight. And Harris will kind of take on the primary scoring role without Embiid. It's been fantastic this season, playing alongside him the whole time. Gets a pretty solid 3% usage bump with Embiid off the court in a game that, has one of the higher totals. They're playing at home, so I expect them to be able to stay in the game, keep it close enough. So I really like that point prop. And the other one, Scotty Barnes for the Raptors is looking doubtful with a hand injury. So yet to be seen what they're going to do with the starting lineup. They can kind of go small or get a little bit bigger here in this one against the Knicks. But I like OG Anunoby's rebound prop. So we know Scotty Barnes has had a really nice rebounding rate to start the season. He's been averaging a little over 8 a game. And OG is right there around 5. So I think OG picks up some minutes at the 4 in this one, which obviously is going to increase his rebounding opportunities. So I like OG Anunoby over 5.5 rebounds in this one.
What about Precious Achiuwa? Does this open up minutes for him?
I think his role is going to stay the same. We'll probably see some more Chris Boucher. I lean that's how they're going to start with Boucher at the 4 on Julius Randle. And then Kem Birch would be the guy that kind of rotates in as the other big man. All right. And then OG will get some time at the 4 as well. Yeah, I mean, Precious is there. Mitchell Robinson will always be around the basket. So I think his was at 8.5.
Yeah, his minutes have been dropping. That's why I was looking at. He's been down 21 and 17 minutes the last couple of games. So I'm wondering if that'll kick him back up to 28, where that 6.5 looks like a decent play.
No, I think his role will stay the same.
Okay. All right. Bill Rupp, Knicks play tonight. I know you and Hoffman will be sitting in the chat fucking talking about your inevitable NBA champions that by December you'll be cursing because they're 5 seed again and then they'll lose in the first round. But so what do you have any plays on the NBA champion New York Knicks?
All I have to say is who's in first place in the East.
I know. I heard about it with the Mets.
Okay. And me and Hoffman already spoke. We are all over the Knicks tonight.
Shocking.
Love the Knicks. We'll be betting the Knicks tonight. They're one of the best teams in the league. Let's go Knicks tonight. I'm on them.
No, shocking. I didn't expect that. Didn't expect that. You guys really rational with that team.
Tell me everything's clicking. Everything's coming together for the Knicks. Everything.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
It's all starting to gel.
Yeah. That's all right, Stephen A. Let's move over to NHL for a second. Nikos, what do you got on the ice tonight?
Not much going on tonight. Only 3 games. Not touching the Capitals Lightning game. Tampa, I haven't really liked what I've seen out of them so far this season, unless they're playing low-end shitty teams. I'd rather just watch that game. The one game that I will be looking at is the Blackhawks. I really don't want to do it, but if there was a game I'm going to play, it would be them on the money line. It's low enough. The team has just been garbage all season. I was waiting to see who was confirmed in net. It looks like Fleury will be, but he's been shit all season too. Just not a great NHL night. Probably better off just waiting and hitting the Oilers live for the late game. So that's my take on it today.
All right. Yeah, it's 3-game slate for NHL. So we'll see how the NFL goes. And then if I just slam out a late night get right with some over that Ghost tells me pretty much to just ignore, and I hit it anyway. So let's see how that goes. Anything else you guys wanted to touch on before we get out of here? You guys need to get over to 4deepbets.com. Get the fuck over there. Sign up for the Discord. Jump in there tonight. I guarantee you, even if you don't put a single bet in, that for that $19 that you're going to spend, use code VIP20, that tonight in our Discord, you will have enough fun, entertainment, and see what we do enough that you will sign up for the rest of the year. I promise you that. Just come in and check it out. I know because me and Ghost see the back end and we see the rescission rates and people never go anywhere. We never get rescissions. We never get canceled subscriptions. Like people come in and they stay. It's like 90%. So just get in. Just get in. Come on. Water's fine. Come on and try it. And then once you get in, we're going to tell you to fucking go move over to DFS and do that shit too. So come in for the betting. Stay for the DFS. Any final words here, Healy?
Now, go collect on Monday. It's Monday. We got to go make
Monday. That's why we're getting out on time.
Got to go make my collections.
Got to go collect. Collect on Monday. That goes.
Can't wait to see the next Tom Brady from the Jets. A lot of stupid people out there right now. I just love hearing it.
400 yards.
I had a friend, my cousin, tell me
400 yards.
I heard him say that this Zach Wilson injury is the same as Bledsoe getting knocked out for Tom Brady.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
I think you guys got your new franchise quarterback.
Yeah, one game though.
Zach Wilson's garbage. I've been on his shitty run since he started his shittiness.
We'll find out on Thursday.
God, you guys are all garbage. Except Evan. Evan's the only rational one here. Fuck everyone else. By the way, your Astros.
Wait, what's your take on it?
Gonna bring that up. Astros.
I'm gonna bring it up because on Friday when we were on the show,
Healy,
I got this. I know how to handle this fucking
Healy,
the fucking third guy from the left on the evolutionary chart. You think I need backup for
let's
this?
go.
Yeah, I'm
back
here
home for two.
I'm here to say that on Friday when the series was fucking tied, shut up. I'm here to say that on Friday when the series was tied, that now we're up 3-2. Yeah, just because you won the last game since the last show, we won the first two after that. So we have 2 games to close this shit out on your ass. And I have documented that we will fucking win this. It is over. The Braves will win it. You stole one last night. Congrats. You're done.
You just gave us a chance to let the bats get hot. And I know you more than anyone else love people swinging a hot bat. Let's go Astros.
Listen, Mr. Anderson.
Bregman ripped a double in the gap. Let's go. He's back.
And they intentionally walked Bregman. I mean, that lost the game. Intentionally walking Bregman was one hit.
I mean, you brought in Jesse Chavez. You brought that was a throwaway game. You can't even count that game with the arms they brought in. I mean,
I don't know what they were doing. I don't know how you walk Bregman to then fucking set up fucking Maldonado walk that blew the whole game open. Really?
How many hits is Max Fried going to give up tomorrow? Another 8? Another 9?
I mean, listen, not like the Astros have any fucking pitchers that they're throwing out there. Let's see if that team can stay awake for 3 straight days. I don't know if they can. They fall asleep fucking once every couple days.
You know what I was shocked to find out is that there was no MVP.
Yeah, I was telling you that yesterday.
There was no MVP. Everyone was saying Rosario.
In that game, it was going to be Duval.
It would, yeah, because everyone was saying Rosario, but it's not. He's done nothing.
Yeah, it's funny
because he has hits.
The MVP,
no runs scored, no RBIs. It's it.
Yeah, the MVP. Looking at it yesterday, there was like 4 guys that were plus 800, like Soler, Riley, Freeman, Rosario. They were all plus 800. No one stepped away, so you could still bet the MVP. There's some value on the Houston side if you guys.
I'd go with Altuve right now.
Yeah, they usually don't pick MVP from the losing team, so that would be a stupid bet.
I know that's why I said Altuve.
Yeah, no, don't do that because they don't pick MVPs from the losing team.
Who was your MVP pick?
Yesterday was a
actually.
Chavez. You had Adrian, Chris Martin, and Drew Smiley coming in for a second game.
Who's your MVP pick, Tommy?
Actually, the smartest pick of all of them because my analysis was I'm going to pick the best pitcher on the Braves because I don't think any Brave is going to step up and stand out. So they have a good shot of giving it. My analysis was perfect. There is offensive MVP on the Braves, which is why I took the.
That's why I said take Altuve.
Dude, Bill, he broke his fucking leg.
Your team is.
You're acting like my MVP pick.
You opened the door to go back.
The series would have been over if he pitched yesterday.
If Morton was here, you're already gone. You're already out. If Morton's here, and Morton wins the MVP.
Doubt it.
He would have won that game.
We got an MVP already.
Doubt it.
Wait, real quick before we go, what was your take on the Zach Wilson? You didn't say anything. You just called us all idiots.
Not you. Fucking, I hope you're clear enough to understand that Zach Wilson's the future and not fucking white. But no, it's fucking people are retarded, dude. The Bengals just sucked. Bengals just fucking played like shit, dude, and they got fucked. If the fucking worst call in the history of football, which cost us all so much fucking money, wasn't made on that unnecessary roughness on the fucking tackle on 3rd and 7 for the Jets, which blew survivor pools up, blew teasers up, blew fucking the whole world up. I mean, that one play probably impacted Las Vegas more than any play of the entire season because of how many people had the Bengals teased with the Rams and Bills. Like the biggest play of the weekend had to be 10-point teaser, Rams, Bills, and fucking Bengals. And fucking it was
the NFL stood behind the call too.
Oh, that was fixed.
And then Michael Carter goes down a yard before the marker.
Yeah, what was that? He slid.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He thought it was the end zone.
That was the worst call in the history.
Just these players are stupid. Ghost, that's all there is to it. He was stupid for doing that. And then the Cowboys game, stupid for scoring that interception touchdown when you could have just kneeled it at the 5 and the game was over. Then you just had to kneel it. But you gave Tom Brady a chance to come back down the field.
It wasn't a Cowboys game. It was the Bucs game.
The Bucs game. Technically, they could have came back down the field and scored onside kick, get the field goal, and the game's tied. But it was stupid. These guys are dumb.
They're retarded. They're all fucking retarded. They don't have any football sense. They're just athletes. But no, Zach Wilson is the future of the Jets, not fucking White.
Nope. Major Applewhite.
Are you forgetting that Josh Johnson
winning 5?
Are you guys forgetting that Josh Johnson walked in and fucking led him to a touchdown drive immediately? Like Josh Johnson just walked in and fucking like walked him right down. Like they're fucking dude. It was the Bengals.
Josh Johnson is a great veteran.
Yeah, the Bengals played like shit, dude. They played like absolute fucking shit, and the Jets exploited them. Their defense isn't good. Something to keep an eye on going forward for DFS and props. The Bengals are bad defensively. All right, for Brian Healy, Night Ghost, Bill Rupp, Evan, I will ask you for your final words. I know you don't have any.
That's not true. You got to sign up for MyBookie. Use code Tommy100 for a 100% bonus.
100% bonus up to $1,000 at MyBookie. That's monstrous.
New users only.
New users. And even if you're a current user, if you're a small dollar player, they got a lot of things. Like we had 2 this weekend alone that we gave to our subscribers. One, $25, you just win for free. And then another $100 free bet on the UFC fight, which I gave, and I think Mike gave too, the plus 250 underdog in the title fight. So $100 free bet could have taken a plus 250 shot for free. So they're doing a lot more stuff with us there too. Monkey Knife Fight and MyBookie. Go to 4deepbets.com and just click on the affiliates tab, and you can get all our affiliate codes right there. But Tommy100, use my name, Tommy100, 100% bonus up to $1,000 at mybookie.ag. Make sure you put the promo code in. For the guys, I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go!
I was going to say that was late.
Collect on Monday.